Raiders, welcome to the Monday kickoff and welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Hope you guys are having an amazing start of the week. In today's video, guys, as usual, we're gonna have a full breakdown of all of the events coming to Raid Shadow Legends this week. Now, this is the second week of the fusion. Most likely the fusion will not end this week, will only end next week because it started only on Thursday. We have tons of events related to the fusion. On top of it, we have everyone's favorite game mode starting tomorrow, right? You know that I'm being sarcastic when I'm saying everyone's favorite game mode, right? Clan versus clan, guys. This time around is not featuring personal rewards, so you don't have to go ham and break the bank. In terms of rewards for the tiers, we're getting speed gear and reflex. The rest of the rewards, they seem to be pretty standard as usual. Then, when we are talking about surprise events, because we have a few of them as well, today we actually have a guaranteed event for an epic champion, right? I think it's only from Ancients, actually, and is Endalia, which is being used for the Mikage fusion. I feel like this might be the third, the fourth, or the second guaranteed epic for the Mikage fusion, which is definitely pretty nice, especially if you are missing this champion. You might get one step closer to fuse Mikage, which, by the way, is absolutely amazing as a mythical champion. So, next to it, we actually have a spooky soul summoning pool at the Altar of Souls right here, guys. We do have some pretty nice champions on the menu. We have Kimy, Roto, Sifi, Duchess, Georgie, Dancora, Narcissus, Eva, Nakret. We have, of course, Lydia, Miss Annie. Some nice epics as well, especially if you're looking to improve a bit your clan boss team, or maybe you're looking just to improve some of your teams in other areas. Basically, the cost is 40 prism crystals, guys, or 40 prism jewels. The chances to summon legendaries are not that great, to be honest. 28% chance to summon a legendary. Then, of course, the chances for the stars start from 40% at 2-star and a 6% chance for a 6-star. It doesn't mean that you cannot get them. Actually, just by completing events in the past pools like this, I've got 2 6-stars from the free ones, basically. 6-star for Sifi, 6-star for Brogni, if I'm not mistaken. So, we do have a Dungeon Divers event that will give us basically one summon at 5,000 points. If you're willing to basically burn some extra energy to get it. If you are going for the fusion, most likely you will have to get basically 2/3 out of the event. So why not complete the rest and get a summon too, right? Personally, I'm skipping the fusion, and most likely I'm going to skip this Dungeon Diver event because I'm not planning to farm gear at the moment. We have the Artifact Enhancement event. We have the Champion Training event. Again, I completely skip this one, not planning to engage with it. Same with the Artifact Enhancement. And that's mainly because I'm not going for the fusion. I'm actually skipping this fusion. We will have summoning events tomorrow and Wednesday, guys, but we're going to get to that part in just a second. At the tournaments right here, we have a Dragon tournament that started today related to the fusion. Nothing crazy in terms of rewards. Classic Arena Takedown. But we will have a Sand Devil turn attack starting tomorrow. Now, if we are going to head over to the Plarium Play calendar right here, you're going to notice that, yes, most likely we're going to get 40 from here, which is a full summon, and just the usual rewards for a Sand Devil turn attack. And I'm still wondering, why are they not adding a Shogun turn attack or something like that, right? That's another dungeon that it has been in the game for a very long time now, but we have no events, no tournaments for it. And I feel like this type of tournaments should basically include both. It shouldn't be dedicated only to the Sand Devil. Let people choose what they want to farm. Maybe they want to farm Shogun this week. Let them farm Shogun and still get points for this one. Or if they want to mix, let them mix the Sand Devil with the Shogun and get points for it. I feel like it would be much, much better. They just need to basically change a bit the name and come up with a different system to get points from both of the dungeons. I feel like is definitely much, much better. Now, we don't really have any other events on the radar right here out of the fusion events, except those ones. But we are expecting most likely a patch this week. If you guys had a chance to check out the Friday Raid Digest, basically they announced champion rebalance, right? That's something that I've already covered on the channel, so most likely that will happen this week. And they talked about changes to the Siege game mode in terms of economy and, of course, related to the actual number of attacks each clan has. So we're going to see exactly what's going to happen with that. Are they planning to release that patch together this week, or that's something for the future? You know, maybe not in this patch together with a champion rebalance. And now, just to give you guys a quick reminder, like every other Monday, if by any chance you haven't completed your clan quests, make sure you guys do it. Seems like this week I completely forgot to pick any of them, so I'm not sure if I can actually get any. Yeah, so I'm gonna pick this one up. I'm gonna do that because it's pretty easy. Upgrade an epic or a legendary champion from the Lizardman faction to rank 6. I could do that, honestly, to get an epic champion up and running. So let me just do that. And right here, do we have anything interesting? Legendary champion from the Sacred Order. I haven't really summoned any new ones from there, so I can't really pick anything from there. I'm just gonna get something super light from here, and this one will match the other one. Now, if you need to purchase anything from the clan shop, that's another thing that I haven't done. Seems like I completely forgot about this weekly reset, guys. So that's actually great that I was trying to remind you, because I just reminded myself to go and do it, basically. So let me just get a Void Shard. Let me get these charms from here. And I'm not going to get the legendary book. I will get the silver, though. Even though I kind of need some legendary books because I literally have 0, I'm not going to get it. I don't need to book any champions, I think. So I'm pretty safe with that. We got the silver, which I do think is a pretty good deal. If you need to pick up anything from the bazaar, guys, make sure you guys do it as well. I'm not sure when your weekly reset happens, or every 2 weeks reset or monthly reset, but keep an eye on this as well. I'm not getting the rank charms because I have so many, and I barely have any rarity charms, and I'm gonna just try to balance it out because my OCD is driving me nuts if I'm not doing that. Leaving all this on the side, guys, let's dive straight into the summoning events for this CvC. So, this Tuesday, November 5th, we're planning to launch a progressive chance event, giving you at least a 15x chance to summon the champions of your choice and dreams from a selected pool of ancient, primals, voids, and sacred shards. And I know I'm hearing this question all the time. Skratch, when are we going to have the next 2x on primals? Most likely during Christmas time, guys. I really doubt it that we're going to have a 2x primals before the holiday season. I don't think we're going to have one near Black Friday, but they might surprise us and release one. I guess it's pretty hard to call it out, but either Black Friday, I'm leaning more towards Christmas, to be honest. Then, the very first champion on the menu, guys, is going to be Grand Oak Padri. Actually, a pretty solid ally attack champion. Very, very useful for Hydra, useful for some dungeons, even useful in Arena, almost said useless. You have a speed aura for dungeons, fills the Thermitter, increased speed, so this is basically like a Thermitter booster and cleanses your team. You have the ally attack right here, fully restores all the destroyed max HP, and places a continuous heal. What I like about him is that whenever he takes a turn, gives you increased attack, increased defense, increased accuracy, or a shield, depending on what type of champions you're using in your squad, in your team. And the best build for him at the moment is either a Relentless, either a Reflex. It really depends where you're trying to use him, to be honest. A protection set can work too, because he does give you some buffs, right? You're getting 3 buffs from this champion. Definitely not a bad option whatsoever. And with the A1, he decreases the cooldown of a random ally's skill, which is actually pretty nice. I'm fortunate enough to have 2 Grand Oak Padris, and I've built both of them and used them in Hydra for a little while now. Unfortunately for him, I'm not using him in Hydra in any of my teams. Then we have Lady Kimy. Lady Kimy, she's still pretty solid as a champion. Very good Thermitter booster, right? You're getting basically increased speed, increased accuracy. You're getting Thermitter. You're getting block buffs. If you remove a buff from the enemies, you're getting decreased accuracy, decreased speed, Thermitter manipulation. Best build for her, if you're using her in Hydra, can be either Protection, either Feral set if you have that, can be Relentless, can be Reflex. You have quite a few different options. Impulse set, right? That's kind of like part of the Reflex family. That's why I don't tend to mention that set all the time. What I dislike about her is the speed aura. Like, why Doom Tower? Who gives a damn about 30% speed aura in the Doom Tower battles when most of the people are not using her in the Doom Tower, right? Why not an all battle speed aura? 24%. It would be absolutely amazing, right? I feel like even for Arena, you can definitely use her now with the pinpoint sets. You have the bomb champions kind of like coming back on the menu. Her and Comidas together can be very, very nice as a pair, right? Increase accuracy, turn meter, increase speed. I feel like she's definitely still a solid option. And I recently pulled the 6-star soul for her. And guess what? I haven't sold it. I decided to use it. Then, the next champion on the list is going to be Pyon. I actually like Pyon quite a bit recently. He was a fusion, not a bad reviver whatsoever. Actually, he's a pretty amazing support champion. Cleanse, block debuffs, the revive, the damage reduction from the passive for each buff, the heal with the A1. He's very good just on a high resistance, or if you want to gamble versus Comidas, or on a bolster set, stone skin. It really depends what gear you have available. For live arena, for classic arena, in general, for PvE content, he's still a powerhouse. For the boss in the Curse series, MES, right? Very, very useful champion for that as well. So I'm definitely feeling Pyon nowadays, more than I was actually feeling him in the past. I feel like I have more uses for him now. Then we have Oella. Oella, she's actually pretty nice as a champion. She was a fusion too. You're getting turn meter, you're getting increased resistance, increase the duration of buffs, heals all of your team. The A1 has decreased speed. The passive will actually place a continuous heal. If Ultan is on the team, will instantly activate them on him. She's actually super, super useful for some of the dungeons in the game. If you're talking about Doom Tower, if you're talking about Curse series on some stages, my bad. So I do think that she's a pretty decent champion. Not OP to make me want to summon for her on a 15x, but she's not a bad champion, basically, right? And she looks freaking amazing. I really love the design on this champion. She feels like so high class, right? Like so posh. Then we have Cardial, guys. Cardial, the sexy man, right? Still a very, very amazing Void Legendary champion. I am actually using one in my Hydra team. I only have one though. Speed aura for all battles. You have healing with the A1. You have the block debuffs, revive on that. You have the increased crit damage, increased crit rate, the ally attack, the cleanse. I'm using mine on a 9-piece protection. You're getting a lot of buffs from this champion. So honestly, a 9-piece protection set is amazing on him. If you don't have that, again, reflex, impulse, relentless if you're not really maximizing the damage on your Hydra clan boss teams. So overall, a pretty solid Void Legendary. And then we have one more. And this one right here is the Dwarf Cena. I gotta say it. I got my ass clapped 2 or 3 times in live arena because she's just rotating the turn meter on the team so freaking much that she drives you nuts, okay? And it's all about her continuous heals, guys. So you want to build her as fast as possible. Try to put in another champion that's fast in the team just to make sure that you're overlapping the enemies as fast as possible. The more continuous heals in the team, the better, right? Whenever a continuous heal buff activates on an ally, fills the turn meter of all allies by 5%. At the end of this champion's turn, increases the duration of a continuous heal buff on a random ally except this champion for 1 turn. So the more continuous heals, the more turn meter your team will constantly get, basically overlapping the enemy non-stop and not allowing them to take a turn. They can be just crazy, honestly. She has the revive with the ally attack. Yes, she works in the Fire Knight. It's not the best revive, not the most spectacular one. She does have an increased speed, continuous heal, and the turn meter boost with her A2. And the A1 has a chance to instantly activate a continuous heal. And speed aura for all battles. So you can build her in protection, you can build her in speed, you can build her in whatever you might have available that will make her as fast as possible, basically. Then on Wednesday, guys, pretty much the same story, 15x from all of the shards. we have my boy Armans. I know how much you guys love Armans. I'm seeing it in the comments all the time. Freaking Armans, can he finally get a nerf? I would love to get 4 more copies of Armans to make mine +4. That's the dream, basically. Now, I'm not going to summon most likely on this event. Maybe I will, but most likely I won't. Best build for Armans, Stone Skin plus Perception plus Speed plus anything that makes him fast with high accuracy. You can build him just on speed gear without Stone Skin as fast as possible with as much accuracy as possible, but that build usually gets clapped by tons of different champions that can crowd control, that can basically deal damage, Hegemon, Tormins. Pinpoint is a very viable option for him as well, which will reduce his chance to get polymorphed. But to be honest, even if he gets polymorphed, usually he just comes out of it so fast because he gets the Thermiter from the rest. So Arman's super solid for Arena, and it turned out to be super powerful for a lot of PvE content, actually, not just like waves and stuff, right? Then we have Elva. Elva, pretty amazing as a reviver. Magic champion, pretty good in the current meta, especially versus Spirit champions. She has a good cooldown on the revive, 3-turn cooldown. She can get a lot of weak hits from Grixia, which is nice. You have the passive with the Perfect Veil. Clans, block debuffs, increase speed, continuous heals with the A1, speed aura for all battles. Either in Stone Skin, either a hybrid with Stone Skin and Bolster, either Bolster with something else, or high resistance. You have tons of different options on how you can actually build Elva, but it really depends where are you using her. For PvE content, Reflex Impulse can work amazing. Or Impulse and Shield set, right? Or a Bolster set. It really depends what you're planning to do with her, but she's a pretty amazing champion. Then we have Kaja the Rye. Not a bad champion. She's fairly decent. Speed aura for all battles, which is nice. You have a revive for all allies with increased crit rate and increased crit damage on a 4-turn cooldown. Thermiter boost. Block debuffs, which again is not bad. You have the passive, which is pretty decent. And the A1, you're getting some healing on Mr. Timid, right? Or you can get it on all of them by the same amount. She's pretty good. She's pretty good. I know some people are big fans of Kaja. I guess if you don't really have a lot of other revivers, she can be a pretty good carry for the majority of the players. Then we have Lady of Irat, which, by the way, went from 0 to hero. Like, literally. She used to suck. She used to be one of the worst freaking legendaries in the entire game. And right now, she's much better. Continuous heal. Removes all debuffs from a target ally, then heals them. This heal can be critical. Build her with crit rate and a bit of crit damage. The heal will increase. If the target is not fully healed, places a block damage. And if it's fully healed, fills the Thermiter. And basically heals all allies equal to 50% of the surplus heal. Then with the A3, strengthen continuous heal on all allies for 2 turns and decreases the cooldown of all ally skills except this champion by 1 turn. Very, very nice. And you have a HP aura for all battles. Much better than she used to be. Then we have Sulfurion. Super surprised to see him back in the menu again, but I guess this is all about... it's not all about revivers, actually. So I guess it's about Thermiter and stuff, I would assume. Sulfurion, super amazing. Super lucky that I got mine. And yes, guys, in the Lizard team, he's crazy. For Hydra, he's crazy. Very good revive with the extra turn. You're getting the HP burn, the shield. You're getting the Thermiter, the A1. Super amazing champion. It really depends how you're planning to build him for what content. But I do think that building him in a reflex or something like that can be very helpful, especially for the Hydra clan boss. Then we have Diamant Copper Coin. I think he might be an Ogre if I'm not mistaken. Is he? Yes, he is. We have a speed aura for all battles. We have intercept with increased resistance and strengthen. The intercept only on an ally. The A2 AoE attack increases the duration of all ally buffs by 1 turn. Fills the champion's Thermiter by 10. Fills the Thermiter by an additional 5 for each buff that has its duration increased. The A1 AoE attack heals all allies by 5% of his max HP, which can be nice. And he has this passive. I'm not a fan of this champion, I'll be very honest with you guys. Let me know in the comments down below if any of you guys got him. how are you finding him? Is he really useful on your account? Can you do a lot of things with him? Personally, I'm not his biggest fan. Let me just put it like that. That was all for this weekly kickoff, guys. As I mentioned before, do expect to have a patch this week. And as usual, much love. Appreciate all of you guys watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.